Listen closely, my beloved child, for what you are about to hear will change the way you see yourself forever. You've been carrying burdens of self-doubt, whispering words of judgment against your own soul. But today, I am breaking those chains. I am speaking directly to your heart, unveiling a truth so powerful that it will transform your life if you receive it. Stay with me until the very end, because there is a moment in this message that you absolutely cannot afford to miss. It will be the turning point, the key that unlocks the peace and strength you have been searching for. Do not let distractions pull you away. The enemy wants you to stop watching, but I am calling you to stay. Are you ready? Then let's begin. I come to you today with words of comfort and wisdom, hoping to shine a gentle light on the sacred importance of self-compassion. In the hustle and bustle of this world, it is all too easy to cast ourselves in a harsh light, judging every flaw, criticizing every misstep, and measuring ourselves against others who seem to be doing better. But I urge you to pause and remember, living with constant self-criticism is not the path to fulfillment. Instead, self-compassion can illuminate a gentle way forward, where patience, understanding, and kindness toward oneself become guiding principles. When you embrace self-compassion, you learn to speak to yourself softly, the way you might comfort a dear friend who is struggling. You learn to accept your imperfections, recognizing that nobody is without fault and that mistakes are a universal feature of life. By doing so, you grant yourself the space to learn and to grow, rather than wallowing in guilt or shame over every perceived failing. It is through this compassionate stance that you come to understand your innate worth, despite the stumbles and setbacks. Self-compassion fosters resilience, allowing you to recover more swiftly from disappointments, remain steadfast in your goals, and persist when the winds of life blow fiercely against you. Further, self-compassion paves the way for deeper connections with others. In acknowledging your own vulnerabilities, you become kinder and more empathetic toward the vulnerabilities of your fellow human beings. The spark of understanding ignites in your heart, encouraging you to offer a helping hand or a comforting word to those who suffer. Though it can be challenging to shift from a mindset of criticism to one of acceptance, I encourage you to take small steps toward self-compassion daily. The transformation may be gradual, but it will brighten every dimension of your life, your emotional well-being, your relationships, and your sense of purpose. Below are a few guiding ideas for nurturing self-compassion in your daily walk. Speak kindly to yourself. Make an effort to address your inner voice with warmth and patience, as though you are consoling a close friend. Acknowledge your imperfections. Let go of the notion that you must be flawless. Embrace the idea that imperfections are what make you human. Learn from mistakes. Each time you fall short, resolve to learn a valuable lesson and move forward, rather than dwelling on the error. Celebrate strengths. Reflect upon the abilities that come naturally to you and the tasks you love doing. Let these strengths guide you. Cultivate gratitude. Spend a few moments each day recounting what you have been blessed with, an act that uplifts your spirit and nourishes self-appreciation. Remember, the quest for self-compassion is a lifelong adventure, not an overnight task. Grant yourself the grace to progress one moment at a time. My beloved child, I love you abundantly and unconditionally. I am here to hold your hand along this journey towards self-love and gentleness, encouraging you at every step. I know how formidable the road ahead may seem when troubles loom in your path, when uncertainty gnaws at your heart, or when disappointment visits you unannounced. Yet, I promise you that you never travel this road alone. I remain by your side as an enduring companion, ready to illuminate your way in moments of darkness and confusion. In all circumstances, I invite you to proceed with grace, for grace is the mysterious power that unites humility with resilience, enabling you to reach your highest potential. This planet we inhabit, brimming with awe-inspiring landscapes and boundless opportunities, also contains currents of suffering and adversity. Pain and trials are woven into the fabric of life. Nevertheless, I assure you that you have been endowed with the strength to overcome these obstacles. In times of adversity, Remind yourself of the ancient promise, I am with you always, even unto the end of the world. Matthew 28 verse 20. Let these sacred words fill you with courage. Let them anchor your spirit in the knowledge that you stand on an unshakable foundation. When you encounter life's tests, refrain from succumbing to despair or hopelessness. Instead, look upon each challenge as a stepping stone meant to elevate you toward growth and transformation. Imagine each obstacle as an invitation to harness dormant potential, building your fortitude and sharpening your compassion. If you face defeat or make a mistake, hold on to the lesson that emerges. In time, mistakes can become some of your greatest teachers, helping you refine your character and draw nearer to your deepest purpose. Let the radiance of grace guide your actions and thoughts. Let it be the softness that tempers harsh judgments, both of yourself and of others. Through grace, your heart remains open to learning, your mind remains willing to evolve, and your spirit remains patient in adversity. Always remember, you do not carry life's burdens alone. I, your loving Father, stand with you in every season, guiding you patiently and waiting to welcome you whenever you reach out for support. Now, proceed with courage. Let your inner light shine unimpeded and allow your kindness to serve as a beacon for all who seek hope and love. Know that I hold you close, cherishing you with an immeasurable love. Type Amen in the comment box if you feel this truth resonate in your heart. Have you ever contemplated how your thoughts, desires, and the quiet yearnings of your soul play a pivotal role in shaping the reality around you? I assure you they do. You possess within you a remarkable capacity to mold your life experience through the simple yet profound act of intention setting. Each time you focus your mind with clarity on the changes you wish to see in your life, you align yourself with a divine creative energy that willingly responds to your heartfelt call. When I spoke during the Sermon on the Mount, urging listeners to seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, I intended to underscore the boundless power of aligning our deepest aspirations with the principles of love, service, and compassion. When your intentions rest on these sublime virtues, the barriers that once seemed insurmountable begin to crumble. Blessings appear from unexpected quarters, and life's flow seems more cooperative. But do not mistake intentions for whimsical wishes. Genuine intentions are heartfelt commitments, much like seeds planted in fertile soil. For these seeds to sprout, you must diligently water them with faith, supplement them with positive effort, and shield them from the negativity that can sometimes creep into our thoughts. Whenever you notice your mind drifting or succumbing to doubt, gently realign with your cherished vision, reaffirming your intention with unwavering resolve. Consider the following principles for setting intentions that bring forth abundant blessings. Clarity. Take time to pinpoint precisely what you yearn for. Vague desires lead to uncertain outcomes, while specificity sets the stage for tangible progress. Positivity. Frame your intentions in affirming language, focusing on the reality you want to manifest rather than what you want to avoid. Unwavering belief. Let faith be the engine that propels you forward. Even when you cannot see immediate proof, trust in the divine plan slowly unfolding. Concrete action. Transform intangible goals into decisive steps you can take in daily life. No matter how small a step may appear, it brings you closer to your objective. Spiritual alignment. Anchor your intentions in timeless virtues like generosity, kindness, and truth. This alignment invites cosmic support and synergy. Remember, my dear child, that you tread this path of creation not by your own strength alone. I walk alongside you, ready to bolster your hope, steady your resolve, and keep your vision alive. Watch with gratitude and awe as circumstances shift, people arrive just when you need them, and doors swing open at precisely the right moment. Embark on this glorious journey, my child, letting your intentions be a lantern that lights your way toward purpose, fulfillment, and joy everlasting. Your inner world is a vast and intricate tapestry, woven with diverse threads of emotion, memory, aspiration, and longing. Stepping onto the path of self-reflection means summoning the bravery to shine a gentle light into the hidden corners of your heart and mind, unveiling the parts of yourself that cry out for attention and compassion. Through this honest exploration, you begin to discover the treasures buried beneath your fears and doubts. True self-reflection demands courage. It asks you to gaze upon your own vulnerabilities, to acknowledge your frustrations and regrets, and to recognize that shadows and light coexist within you. It is neither a quick endeavor nor a simple one. Along the way, expect to encounter discomfort when old traumas or limiting beliefs resurface. Yet I urge you, do not recoil in fear or judgment. Instead, meet these challenges with curiosity. Through open-hearted acceptance, you lay the groundwork for genuine healing. As you delve deeper, you will find that self-reflection is not a solitary activity. It is a shared journey with me, your ever-present guide. Whenever doubt overshadows your spirit, turn to me in prayer, or simply pause to feel the gentle stirrings of my guidance within your heart. I am eager to reveal truths to you, truths that liberate you from old chains, open your eyes to possibilities you never knew, and shine a luminous clarity on your life's purpose. Understand that your exploration is personal and unique. Avoid comparing the pace of your introspection to another's. Each soul is on its own winding route of discovery, encountering lessons it alone must learn. Trust that you are precisely where you need to be. Even your moments of frustration and restlessness hold value, for they provide opportunities to practice patience and to cultivate resilience. Eventually, you will recognize a deeper spiritual truth, that you and the divine are not separate. You are intricately linked to the cosmos, to humanity, and to the core essence of life itself. From this realization blooms an immense sense of peace, a feeling of unity that dissolves loneliness. You begin to see reflections of your own heart in the eyes of others, igniting compassion and empathy in every interaction. Stay committed to this sacred pilgrimage of self-reflection throughout your lifetime, accepting that it will evolve as you do, guiding you persistently towards self-awareness, love, and a stronger bond with the infinite source of goodness. When life's storms threaten to uproot your sense of stability, resilience becomes your faithful anchor. Resilience is the astounding capacity to bend without breaking, to adapt with humility when circumstances shift, and to rise stronger from even the harshest trials. It is not built in a single day. Rather, it develops through steady practice, moments of faith, and the decision to see obstacles as stepping stones rather than final walls. Consider that challenges are inevitable. Each human life story includes chapters of hardship, from losing a cherished dream to confronting unexpected crises. By embracing this truth, you free yourself from the unrealistic expectation of a perfectly smooth journey. Instead, you equip your heart and mind to deal more gracefully with the vicissitudes that may come. To cultivate resilience, remind yourself first that your inherent worth never diminishes, regardless of external circumstances. This unwavering sense of self-worth serves as a shield against moments of self-doubt. Next, remain flexible. Let your mind remain open to new perspectives. Your strategies remain adaptable, and your decisions remain guided by wisdom rather than fear. When you allow yourself to pivot and change in the face of adversity, you often discover more promising routes that you might otherwise have missed. Never forget the relationships that uplift you. Gather in your circle those who encourage, love, and believe in you. Lean on them when the path grows tough, and offer your support when they waver. Mutual support forms a backbone of collective resilience, creating a shared environment where burdens feel lighter and joys multiply. Lastly, set your gaze on the temporary nature of problems. Even the fiercest storms pass, revealing a calmer sky. If you should fall, view it as a chance to get up wiser, armed with knowledge of what went wrong and how you might do better. Lean on me, for I walk beside you in both triumph and defeat. Let hope, steadfastness, and resilience guide your every step. Type yes if you trust in me, for in learning resilience, you learn to glean wisdom from hardships, forging a spirit that can meet life's greatest trials and emerge shining more brilliantly than before. In the grand tapestry of human life, my beloved child, habits stand out like the colorful threads forming distinctive patterns on a loom. Each repeated action, though it may seem inconsequential in a single day, weaves gradually into the grand design of your character. Over time, these habits sculpt your worldview, shape your relationships, and influence the goals you accomplish or forgo. By choosing to form life-affirming habits, you guide yourself toward health, joy, and purposeful living. Embarking on this path starts with self-awareness. Take the time to reflect upon your daily routines, both those that nourish you and those that drain you. Does your nightly schedule leave you feeling rested or fatigued? Do your eating patterns grant you energy or weigh you down? Consider your mental habits as well. Do your thoughts trend toward gratitude and creativity, or do they spiral into self-critical or defeatist narratives? Once you gain clarity on your current habits, you can begin to introduce changes slowly yet deliberately. Recognize that habit building resembles a seed placed in fertile soil. It needs watering, sunlight, and patience to flourish. Set small, realistic goals that you can sustain over time, such as taking a short walk each morning or dedicating a few minutes to quiet reflection before bedtime. Small accomplishments build momentum and nurture self-confidence. As you persevere, remember that consistency is key. The brain's neural pathways strengthen each time you repeat a behavior. Over time, these pathways make your new actions feel effortless, transforming them from conscious effort into second nature. A supportive circle of family, friends, or mentors can be invaluable as you set forth on this journey, offering positive reinforcement, feedback, and accountability. Treat yourself with compassion when setbacks occur. These moments are invitations to refine your strategy and renew your resolve. Keep moving forward, mindful that small, repeated efforts produce significant changes in the long run. Ultimately, the habits you foster now will direct your future self toward greater vitality, deeper peace, and the ability to serve others with a joyful heart. Know that I stand with you in this sacred process of personal development, offering my guidance at every turn. I ask you to pause and contemplate the immense power contained in belief, specifically belief in yourself. Though it might seem intangible, self-belief has the capacity to transform even the simplest dreams into profound realities. When you hold faith in your own capabilities, you grant yourself permission to try, to stumble, and ultimately to triumph. You embark on daring adventures, pushing the boundaries of possibility, and fueled by the conviction that you have what it takes to overcome obstacles. However, this self-belief is not an unfounded optimism that overlooks real challenges. Rather, it is an honest acknowledgement of both your strengths and your areas of vulnerability. Recognizing that you will encounter setbacks and disappointments along the way, you still choose to trust in your ability to adapt, learn, and press onward. This sense of self-assuredness brings bravery into your decision-making, emboldening you to speak up for what you believe in and to pursue goals that excite your spirit. Life, of course, has a way of testing this inner conviction. You may receive criticism or encounter failure. You might lose your footing when circumstances shift unexpectedly. In these moments, remember that life's trials do not define your value. Rather, they forge resilience and deepen your wisdom. Each hardship can serve as a teacher, encouraging you to refine your approach and reaffirm your dedication. If ever your confidence wanes, recall that I, too, believe in you wholeheartedly. I see the potential within you, the gifts you bring into the world, and the purity of your heart's deepest desires. In times of doubt, take a moment to pray or reflect in silence, inviting my presence to remind you of your worth. The path to your dreams might twist and turn, but a heart anchored in self-belief and guided by faith remains steadfast. So dare to believe in yourself, nurture your talents, grow your skills, and push through the barriers of fear. Trust that greatness often lies on the other side of perseverance. You possess within you all you need to succeed in a manner that uniquely honors your purpose. Step forward confidently, beloved child, and watch as every door that aligns with your destiny swings open in due time. I love you now and always, cheering you on from every corner of creation. Remember, believe in yourself and all things become possible. In a world that at times feels divided and fraught with misunderstanding, the practice of compassionate communication stands as a vital remedy for isolation and conflict. Compassion, like a soft breeze on a scorching afternoon, refreshes the weary heart and soothes tensions that bubble beneath the surface of words. When you converse with compassion, you do not merely speak from your mind. You speak from your heart. You become attuned to the subtle emotions woven into another's language, allowing yourself to sense their frustrations, joys, worries, or aspirations. This empathetic listening fosters an environment free from judgment, promoting unity, validation, and the cultivation of mutual respect. Approaching each interaction with an open mind, you acknowledge each person's inherent value, regardless of cultural background, faith tradition, or social standing. You give weight to their beliefs and experiences, even if they differ significantly from your own. In this loving space, disagreements transform from threats to opportunities to learn and broaden your perspective. You become an instrument of healing, using words that uplift rather than demean, reassure rather than belittle. Moreover, communication rooted in compassion has a ripple effect on communities at large. When one conversation becomes a safe place for empathy, the participants often pay this empathy forward to others in their lives. Entire networks of people begin to adopt a more caring approach, creating a collective shift toward understanding and cooperation. Never underestimate the power of your words. They can be the salve that helps mend deep wounds of betrayal or fear, or the spark that ignites hope in someone teetering on the edge of despair. As you continue your journey, let compassion be your guiding star, illuminating every dialogue with warmth and authenticity. Know that in doing so, you bring more light into a world that dearly needs it. By choosing compassion, you move closer to the core of divine love, where peace flows unceasingly. Though the journey of life can be filled with delightful surprises, inevitable trials can leave their mark upon your spirit, causing you to feel disoriented, sorrowful, or broken. It is in these dark valleys of suffering that you may learn the most potent lessons of healing and renewal. Healing often begins with acknowledgement, a gentle yet courageous willingness to confront your hurt, to feel it fully, and to let tears flow if needed. This honest encounter with pain might initially feel overwhelming. However, remember that it is a passageway, not your final destination. By giving yourself permission to feel, you release pent-up anguish. In the quiet aftermath of your tears, you may discover a deeper sense of clarity and self-awareness. You might realize that your pain holds within it seeds of change, and surprisingly seeds of profound compassion, both for yourself and for those around you. Throughout your healing process, lean on those who love you. Confiding in trusted friends or mentors can be like stepping into a warm embrace of acceptance. No matter how independent you feel, sharing burdens with others eases the weight on your heart. Also, never forget that in the silence of prayer or introspection, I am here, always ready to offer comfort, always prepared to pour love into the emptiness that grief leaves behind. True healing will test your patience. Emotional wounds, like physical injuries, do not vanish overnight. They may require repeated attention, self-care, and forgiveness, both of yourself and, if relevant, of others who may have contributed to your pain. Yet, with each act of self-compassion, each moment of seeking divine guidance, and each courageous step forward, you move toward wholeness and deeper understanding. Eventually, you will witness transformation. The scars of old hurts become reminders of your resilience, narratives that embolden you to empathize with others enduring similar challenges. May you trust, dear child, that you do not walk alone. I, too, journey with you, ready to lift you whenever you stumble. The unknown can unsettle even the most steadfast heart. As you gaze upon the twisting roads of your future, you might be tempted to cling desperately to familiarity. Yet I encourage you to view uncertainty not as a threat, but as an invitation, a wondrous call to step beyond the familiar and explore uncharted realms within yourself and the world. In every age, men and women have navigated unpredictability, drawing upon inner reservoirs of hope, ingenuity, and courage. When you relinquish the need for absolute control, you create a space for grace to move freely, guiding events beyond anything you could orchestrate alone. Turn your mind to the timeless words from Isaiah. "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you." Isaiah 41:10. By anchoring yourself in these comforting truths, you remind your spirit that divine companionship remains constant, even when external circumstances shift rapidly. Cultivating resilience in uncertain seasons requires a flexible heart, one that adapts to sudden changes, remains open to new perspectives, and can pivot to new strategies when the old ways prove ineffective. Far from signifying weakness, the ability to adapt underscores a robust form of strength. It affirms that you are not rigidly confined to a single path, but are free to embrace a more promising trail whenever life calls you toward it. Simultaneously, choose hope. Hope in the possibility that new opportunities can bloom unexpectedly. Hope that your hardships may sculpt your character in remarkable ways. And hope that beyond every closed door, there might lie a corridor leading to revelations more wonderful than you can fathom. Ultimately, trust in the divine weaving of your life, acknowledging that often the grand design emerges most vividly when viewed in hindsight. Embrace the adventure of living with open hands, unattached to rigid expectations. Know that I, your loving Father, accompany you in every moment, from the hush of dawn to the hush of night, illuminating your path with steadfast devotion. I see your heart, and I know how natural it is to wrestle with uncertainty, especially when life challenges pile up before you. In those moments, I entreat you not to doubt my presence or my unwavering love. I am your creator, the source of all life, and I know the very fibers that shape your being. I have formed dreams and visions specifically for you, plans to lead you into abundance and growth, not destruction. When fear whispers that you are alone, remember, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Hold tight to this promise as you face difficulties, recognizing that I walk hand in hand with you. You need not bear the world's weight on your shoulders alone, for I stand ready to shoulder your burdens, offering the solace and guidance necessary to navigate any storm. Trust, of course, can be challenging. It may require surrendering your deeply held anxieties and relinquishing self-imposed defenses. Perhaps you fear that letting go means losing control or conceding defeat. But in truth, this form of surrender ushers you into a greater freedom, a freedom to let my grace flow. By allowing me to lead, you open the door to miracles and transformations beyond your own capabilities. Within this act of trust, you'll find that your burdens feel lighter, your outlook becomes more hopeful, and your heart overflows with a sense of divine reassurance. I have longed to fill your life with unimaginable blessings, relationships that bring you joy and enrichment, opportunities that align with your true purpose, and healing for the wounds that trouble you. But I honor your free will. I patiently stand at the threshold, waiting for your invitation to intervene. When you ask for my guidance with a sincere heart, my child, I answer in ways both subtle and extraordinary. So put aside your doubts and dare to trust in me. I yearn to reveal the wonders I have prepared. I invite you to approach me in prayer, offering up your pains and uncertainties that I might exchange them for peace. By placing your heart in my hands, you allow me to gently reshape your life with care and wisdom. Embrace this path of surrender and watch how faith can unleash boundless blessings into every corner of your existence. I wish to speak to you about the avenue of communication known as YouTube, an extraordinary platform in this modern era where my message of love, compassion, and salvation can be shared daily. Technology itself, when harnessed for good, becomes a remarkable tool for spreading light. Imagine souls across the globe, from different cultures and languages, tuning in and finding solace in a single message of hope. This is the power of my ministry in the digital age. Through this channel, I will address questions that stir in your heart, discuss biblical truths relevant to current events, and remind you of my unwavering presence. The goal is to reach the lost, comfort the sorrowful, and uplift the discouraged. Each message, no matter how brief, holds the potential to transform someone's outlook on life, renewing their faith in the promise of a brighter future. So I invite you to become part of this digital ministry. By subscribing, you play a vital role in fostering an environment of unity and spiritual discovery. As you engage with the material, leaving your reflections, your testimonies, and your heartfelt responses, you also extend a hand of fellowship to fellow seekers. In this way, the community grows as each person's story is woven into a grander tapestry of shared faith. I encourage you to like the videos, share them with those you think may benefit, and remain open-hearted to the revelations I will impart. This is more than a virtual gathering. It is a sanctuary of encouragement, a wellspring of life-giving word, and a constant reminder that you are deeply cherished. Stay attuned, my dear child, for each day I long to speak words of love directly into your life, guiding your steps and elevating your spirit. Remember, the digital world offers a new horizon for proclaiming truth and grace to all corners of the earth. May we use it wisely and compassionately, forever pointing hearts toward the healing, transformative power of divine love. I treasure you and rejoice in every opportunity we have to communicate, whether through prayer, personal reflection, or shared messages in this global virtual community. Dear child, like the video if you truly believe in me, not as a gesture to feed vanity, but as a declaration that your heart resonates with the truth shared. Every act of faith, no matter how small, reverberates with significance in this vast universe. As I draw these reflections to a close, I urge you to let each message resonate deeply within you. You have traversed thoughts of self-compassion, clarity of intention, personal growth, and the power of faith amidst uncertainty. These themes interlace into a life-giving framework for navigating a world rife with both beauty and challenges. Keep steadfast in your pursuit of inner peace and constructive habits, allowing compassion to be your guiding principle in all interaction. Stay rooted in self-belief while recognizing that true power stems from surrendering to divine love. Stand resilient even when difficulties come knocking, and do not be afraid to stand again if you stumble. You are never alone. The same love that breathed life into you moves through your every moment. When darkness threatens, let this unwavering bond illuminate your path. You have so much to offer to this world: kindness, wisdom, creativity, and a spirit that can inspire others to hope. Let your life be a testimony of how faith and compassion can triumph over the harshest storms. I embrace you now, dear child, granting you my blessings for a future filled with meaning, fulfillment, and boundless love. May each sunrise remind you of the fresh mercies available to you, and may each night bring you peaceful rest, knowing I hold you in my arms. Go forth boldly, forging a path that both honors and uplifts the sacred essence I placed in you. As we reach the end of this message, I want you to take a deep breath and let every word settle into your heart. You were meant to hear this today. You were led here for a reason. This is not the end. This is the beginning of a new way of seeing yourself, of embracing the love and grace that have always been yours. You do not walk alone. I am here, always speaking to you, always guiding you, always loving you. Let these truths shape your days, bring peace to your nights, and remind you that you are infinitely cherished. If this message has touched you, do not keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who may need these words today. Let's spread this light together, lifting each other up in a world that so often tries to tear us down. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss another moment of encouragement, wisdom, and divine truth. Turn on your notifications, because each message that reaches you is a step toward transformation. Comment below with an amen if this has spoken to your spirit, and tell me what part of this message resonated with you the most. Your testimony may be the very encouragement someone else needs to hear. Come back again, my child, for there's more to be revealed, more love to be shared, and more strength to be found. Every word spoken here is a seed planted in your soul, and I promise it will bear fruit in due time. Until we meet again, walk in faith, live in love, and never forget, you are deeply, unconditionally, and eternally loved. Amen.